And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the pistol. On the move. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Turner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's Turner.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Tulane right back to the line. He wants to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Preston. Looks as if that will be enough for a Tulane first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scrambling away. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now from inside the red zone. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big loss, and they've got to get lined up right away because the offense is going quickly.
Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Green Wave in a world of hurt on... There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips.
Going for it all. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams. Gashing the D on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets rid of it. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early. We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Right.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lewis wants to pass. Got his man on the outside. Turning it on. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to the air on third and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll run for it. Across the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, going for it and getting it on fourth down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They'll run the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and then put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Lewis to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. He's looking to throw on third and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes the grab past the marker. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Memphis wants to move quickly. Back to pass on second down. Swings it out to his running back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Memphis!
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. On the run, it's Barnes. The ball's free. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that. Right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. Lewis wants to pass. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. Touchdown, Memphis. A great catch and run for 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Tulane right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry it.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover. But, man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Slips through the line. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Lewis to throw. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're facing a third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. You got to give him room and let him catch the football. And if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Tulane right back to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quickly complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wants to throw on third down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Sends it back in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working the middle, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Memphis will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Tulane now facing third and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The short hands, it's Hayes. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Lewis to throw. Finds his big tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Got it on the outside, it's Hawkins. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense getting downfield.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And that makes you feel so good as an offense. When you can score late in the first half in a 2-minute type situation, the extra point's going to give you the lead. Makes you feel so much better heading into halftime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Toledo put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Rockets had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Lewis wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Using his feet to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires into the end zone.
Oh my God.
Didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. That's going to wrap up the first half.
Flat out just dropped the tape.
With the halftime update. About to start here in the 2nd half. Tulane will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Goes to the option. He breaks a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Lewis to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll start this drive firing. He'll throw it. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Flushed out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You get near the goal line, more big bodies come in, everybody gets condensed. This offense says, forget that. We're going to get on the perimeter right now. Get it to our fast guy. He gets around the corner, and he gets in the end zone.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Tight end now in motion. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised.
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tulane. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Making side adjustments here. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Memphis picking up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires it down the seam. Makes a grab deep. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense putting points on the board.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the single back. Got room at the 35. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 45, on his way. He's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Marches ahead. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Lewis to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Memphis wants to move quickly. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They'll run play action. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Here's a heat. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could to be a few inches short.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
Picks up 1. First and goal, Tulane.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lewis wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Got a lot of room to the right. 10. Touchdown, Memphis. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding it right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback and getting it out quick.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Tulane right back to the line.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lewis to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space.
This fucking game is so fucking terrible.
Touchdown, Memphis. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can
pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. They'll run it on first and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lewis wants to pass. Escapes the sack. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He wants a big play here late. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Taking it the other way. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is